Is your quiz knowledge up to the test of Christmas movies? Let's find out. Hey, it's me, AP, and welcome to the 2021 Christmas movie quiz. That is right. Every 3 months we do a special event on this channel, and this month, the 12th month of the year, we're doing a special event, and the special event is the Christmas movie quiz. So today I'm going to go through the rules and everything in just a moment, but this is a quiz for all of you here in the community, as well as me. I'm going to be the quiz master today, but this is a fun experience for myself as well, being the quiz master, but this is for everyone to get involved. It's a fun quiz. There's no prizes. This is a quiz that you can watch at any time. You can watch it when it goes online, and it's a case of, at the end of the quiz, you put be honest and give your honest answers, your honest score, and we'll just see what scores everyone gets. And it's just a bit of fun over the Christmas period, and a little fun festivity. We're talking about movies all year long on the channel. Let's dive into Christmas movies, doing a Christmas quiz on a bunch of different Christmas movies. So this quiz is not on one particular movie, it's on a whole bunch of Christmas movies, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. So let's go through the rules of the Christmas movie quiz. I'm really excited for this, ladies and gents. This is awesome. Right, so I've got the rules right beside me here. I don't want to put the piece of paper on the screen because I've got all the answers to the quiz. I don't want to give you the answers before the quiz even starts. Let me go through the rules, though, before I get really excited and I can't speak with excitement. So first of all, the rules of the quiz. First of all, you can play along with this two ways. You can get a pen and paper. If you want to go and get a pen and paper, feel free to pause the video, come back with your pen and paper. We can go from there. You can use a phone, whatever you write your notes in. If you want to do it that way, you can. Failing that, maybe you'll just listen to this as audio and you want to just play along with the quiz. You can do it without paper. We will go through all the questions and answers, and then we'll go over them, rehash them all, and then go over the actual answers. So we'll go through the questions first, and answers afterwards of each round. See, there's the excitement just there. So you can do it. You don't have to have pen and paper to do this quiz. But these are the exact rules that I've written down here, so this must be official because it's in bold. It's important, this information. Let's go through it. So the rules of this Christmas quiz are simple. It's an 8-round quiz, 8 rounds of movie questions. So each round will have 4 questions to each individual round. In order to earn a point from a round, you must get 3 of the 4 questions correct. So you have to get 3 of the 4 questions correct in each round to earn 1 point. That means the total highest score you can get is 8 points. Because there's 8 rounds, you can only score 8 points in total. It then says, enjoy the quiz and have fun. That's in bold as well. That is the most important thing, I think. Enjoy it, have fun, get involved with the community at the end in the comments. Let everyone know your scores. Let everyone know your thoughts on the questions and answers. Let everyone know your favourite Christmas movies, your favourite Christmas moments. Whatever Christmas related stuff you want to throw in there, feel free. Well, maybe let's stick it around the quiz. I don't want to know your memory as a child when you got your first toy and it was broken on Christmas Day. We don't want to know that unless it's movie related. If it's like a movie related toy, throw it down there in the comments. We want to hear that in the community. But if it's a Barbie doll, maybe, or like I was going to say G.I. Joe, but they've done G.I. Joe movies, haven't they? Action Man movies. I don't know. They've not done it. Action Man was G.I. Joe. I'm rambling. It's the excitement of the quiz, the Christmas movie quiz. I've even got decorations. Look at this. I got a snowman and a snowman here. Just threw them up, make it a little bit more festive. I was going to get a snow machine, but I didn't know where you could get a snow machine from, and I just thought it would be an absolute pain in the backside to clean up afterwards. So the snow machine was never ordered, and we just went for the 2 snowman in the background as the decorations for the Christmas movie quiz. But anyway, you know the rules. 8 rounds. As I said, I'm going to go through the round, like round 1, go through the round first, go over the questions of each 4 questions, and then we will go back over that round straight afterwards and go through the answers for that round to see if you earn a point. So, that's the rules out of the way. That's the introduction out of the way. Let's get to the quiz. So, round number one. Round number one is a basic round called Choose Your Answer. A Choose Your Answer round. Basic questions. It's 4 individual questions. Each question has 3 answers. You've got to get the right answer. So let's start off with question number 1. Question number 1. What year was Home Alone 2 released? And that question, well, the answers, we've got 3 potential answers. We've got A, 1994, B, 1993, or C, 1992. Let's have that again. So question number 1, what year was Home Alone 2 released? We've got A, 1994, B, 1993, or C, 1992. Let's move now on to question number 2. I feel like Chris Tarrant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire here. That's one for the UK viewers out there. Question number 2. In the movie Elf, what is Buddy's surname? So Buddy is the elf. What is his surname? Let's go for that. So the answers are, potential answers, one of them's correct out of these 3. And we've got answer number A, Walters, B, Hobbs, or C, Michaels. Let's go for this again. In the movie Elf, what is Buddy's surname? Is it A, Walters, B, Hobbs, or C, Michaels? Ooh, you're thinking to yourself, what is the answer? You know the answer. Do you know the answer? You're thinking, should I have watched some of these Christmas movies beforehand to try and get some more knowledge about these movies in order to win the quiz? Well, you should have quizzed up. You should have quizzed up. It's Christmas season. You should be watching them Christmas movies. I've been watching a few this year, and this is what's got me really excited about discussing some of these questions. So now we're on to question 3 of round number 1. Question 3 is, same again, 3 answers, 1 is correct. Which Christmas movie series has had the most sequels? So we've got A, the Santa Claus movie series, and that is the Tim Allen led series. We've got B, Jingle All the Way, or C, the Christmas Chronicles. So which one has had the most sequels? Let's go for this question again. Which Christmas movie series has had the most sequels? Is it A, the Santa Claus, B, Jingle All the Way, or C, the Christmas Chronicles? C, the Christmas Chronicles starred Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, and Jingle All the Way is famous for starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's now move on to question number 4, the final question of round 1. Which company distributed the Michael Keaton-led Jack Frost movie? Was it A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Warner Brothers? Let's go for that question again. Which company distributed the Michael Keaton-led movie Jack Frost? Was it A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Warner Brothers? Right, so that is the questions. Let's go for the answers of round 1. So, question number 1 again. What year was Home Alone 2 released? We had the answers of A, 1994, B, 1993, or C, 1992. And the answer is 1992. That is C, 1992 was the release year of Home Alone 2. Great movie. Recently rewatched this again. Absolutely fantastic. My favourite in the Home Alone movies. Definitely out of Home Alone, Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2 for me is a better movie, even though Home Alone 1 is a really good movie as well. But anyway, let's move on to question number 2. In the movie Elf, what is Buddy's surname? Buddy the Elf, what is his surname? We have potential answers. We've got A, Walters, B, Hobbs, or C, Michaels. The answer is B, Hobbs. It is Buddy Hobbs. Question number 3 now. Which Christmas movie series has had the most sequels? Is it A, The Santa Claus, B, Jingle All the Way, or C, The Christmas Chronicles? And the movie series that has had the most sequels from the original first movie is The Santa Claus. It has in fact had 2 sequels, so there's 3 Santa Claus movies in total. Jingle All the Way had 1 sequel that didn't star Arnold, and the Christmas Chronicles movie starring Kurt Russell has had 1 sequel as of now. I know there's rumoured to be a 3rd movie coming potentially, but it's not in production. It's not been released as of this film in this episode. So that is the answer to that one. Maybe you've already got a point for round 1 already. If you've got them 3 questions right already, you've got a point, but you need to get 3 right. So if you've only got 2, you're relying upon this last question of round 1. So question number 4, which company distributed the Michael Keaton-led Jack Frost movie? We've got the answers of A, Disney, B, Paramount, or C, Warner Brothers. And the answer is C, Warner Brothers. That is correct. They were the distributors of the film Jack Frost. Were Jack Frost, played by Michael Keaton. He is a man who becomes a snowman in the story. It's a really good movie, Jack Frost. I actually think it's like an underrated movie. Really good Michael Keaton movie of like, what was it, like late 90s or early 2000s? I'm more inclined to say it was like early 2000s, that movie. Really good movie though. I really enjoyed that. But anyway, that is round 1 over and done with. Add up your scores. Find out if you've got a point. If you've got 3 of the 4 answers correct, you get a point. If not, you're still on 0. But there's plenty of time to pick up points in the upcoming round. So let's move on to the next round. So round number 2. Round number 2 is called Complete the Line. And this is doing like movie quotes. I will give a quote of a movie, and I'll tell you what the movie is and who is saying the quote in the movie, and you must finish the line of the script, what I am saying. And I will give you 3 potential answers. You have to give me the correct one for round 2. Same again, 4 questions. You gotta get 3 of the 4 correct to get another point if you've not already got one. Let's go for it. Question number 1. First of all, we're talking about the movie Elf, and this is a line from Buddy the Elf, played by Will Ferrell. Great movie. Let's see the line. So the line is, good news, I saw, and then the potentials could be A, good news, I saw a dog. B, an elf in the office. So good news, I saw an elf in the office. Or C, Santa's sleigh, as in good news, I saw Santa's sleigh. Let's go through that again. So the line is, good news, I saw. And then the potential answers, we've got A, a dog today. B, an elf in the office. Or C, Santa's sleigh. I think that's better, me reading it out like that, giving you all the answers and the line prior to that, because it gets a bit confusing. Let's go for question number 2. This is Scott Calvin, played by Tim Allen in the movie The Santa Claus. And the line is, yeah, well, look at my hair. It's either A, bald, B, white, or C, grey. Let's go for that again. Question number 2. Yeah, well, look at my hair. It's turning either A, bald, like me, like my hair, B, white, or C, grey. Question number 3. Question number 3 is taken from Home Alone 1, the first Home Alone movie, and it is with Kevin, played by Macaulay Culkin. And the movie is Buzz, your girlfriend. And the potential answers are A, wow, B, woof, or C, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go for that again. Question number 3. Buzz, your girlfriend. ... It's either A, wow, B, woof, or C, unbelievable. It's unbelievable, Jeff. Question number 4. We go to the movie The Grinch. The Grinch 2000, the Jim Carrey Grinch movie, because I know we got the new animated one and the 1960s animated one as well. The line is this. Should I do it in the Grinch voice? I'll do it in my voice first. The second way, I'll do it in the Grinch voice. My attempt at the Grinch voice, anyway. So it's Max, help me. I'm either A, Santa, B, falling, or C, feeling. Let's go for that again. Now I'm going to go for the Grinch voice. How's he? Oh, Grinch. Oh, I'm the Grinch. It's like, I've got some. I'm going to embarrass myself now. I'm going to go for it. I don't care. Max, help me. It's either A, Santa, or B, falling, or C, feeling. That was really bad. That was a really bad impression. I do apologize. I had to try it. I could do it when I watched the film the other week. I felt like I could get it in key, but that was a bad failure at that voice. But let's go for that's the questions and answers for round 2. Let's go over them and find out the answers now. So, question number 1, we got Buddy the Elf in the movie Elf. Question number 1, the line is, good news, I saw, and then the answers are either A, a dog, B, an elf in the office, or C, Santa's sleigh. And the answer to this is A, a dog today. So it's good news, I saw a dog today. Question number 2, we've got Scott Calvin in the movie The Santa Claus, and the line is, yeah, well, look at my hair. It's turning A, bald, B, white, or C, grey. The answer is C, grey. That was a bit of a trick one, that, because I would have initially, reading that, I would say white, because like Father Christmas, Santa Claus, hair is generally white, but it's like a whitey grey, I suppose. So grey is the answer. So the line is, yeah, well, look at my hair. It's turning grey. That's the line. Question number 3. Kevin in Home Alone 1, and the line is, Buzz, your girlfriend. And it's either A, wow, B, woof, or C, unbelievable. The answer is B, woof. That is the line. The line is, he's like, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof. He has a picture of Buzz's girlfriend, and then he just like drops it to the floor. Question number 4 now. The Grinch. Jim Carrey is the Grinch movie, and this is the line from the Grinch, and it is, Max, help me. I'm either A, Santa, B, falling, or C, feeling. The answer is C, feeling. So the line is, Max, help me. I'm feeling. And this is near the very end of the movie. Great, really funny movie, The Grinch, the one with Jim Carrey. I really like that film. But anyway, if you got 3 of those 4 answers correct, you get a point. So maybe you're on 2 points already, or maybe you just got your first point. But keep score in your head of how many points you have got so far in this quiz. That is round 2 over. Let's move on to the next round. So now we are on to round number 3, and this is another choose your answer round, and this one is a Jingle All the Way edition round. So all the questions in this round will be related to the movie Jingle All the Way, the first Jingle All the Way starring Arnold, and it's gonna be fun. So every question is related to that movie. If you've watched that movie before, you'll hopefully get some of these answers correct, and you'll be a quiz master You'll be calling yourself a quizmaster when you're at the end of this round. You got 4 out of the 4 questions correct. So let's move to question number 1 first of all. Who was the professional wrestler who starred as the Giant Santa? Is it A, Paul White, B, Bill Goldberg, or C, Chris Jericho? That question again, question number 1. Who was the professional wrestler who starred as the Giant Santa? Is it A, Paul White, B, Bill Goldberg, or C, Chris Jericho? Let's go to question number 2 now. What year was Jingle All the Way released? Was it A, 1996, B, 1997, or C, 1995? Let's go for that question again. What year was Jingle All the Way released? Is it A, 1996, B, 1997, or C, 1995? Have a good think. Have a good think, ladies and gents. Question number 3 of the Jingle All the Way edition of Choose Your Answer round. Question number 3. Which Star Wars actor played Howard's son, Jamie, in the movie? Was it A, Oscar Isaac, B, Jake Lloyd, or C, Hayden Christensen? Let's go for this again. Question number 3. Which Star Wars actor played Howard's son Jamie in the movie? Was it A, Oscar Isaac, B, Jake Lloyd, or C, Hayden Christensen? Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4. The movie Jingle All the Way focuses on which fictional toy? Is it A, the Turbomator, B, Turbo Man, or C, Turbo Matrix? That question again. The movie Jingle All the Way focuses on which fictional toy? Was it A, the Turbomator, B, Turbo Man, or C, Turbo Matrix? Right, let's go to the answers now. Question number 1. Who was the professional wrestler who starred as the Giant Santa? And the answers were either A, Paul White, B, Bill Goldberg, or C, Chris Jericho. The answer is A, Paul White, aka The Big Show, who is previously known as and the Giant, but he is in the credits known as Paul White in this movie, so it was kind of a bit of a trick on my behalf, but I thought I'd put it in there. But I'm a big wrestling fan. Paul White features in this movie. Let's move on to question number 2. What year was Jingle All the Way released? Was it A, 1996, B, 1997, or C, 1995? The answer is A, 1996. Give yourself a round of applause if you got that right, because that is a tough one. I think when you've got the 96 and 97, 95, you throw any of them years in, I get lost with movie years around that point in time. Question number 3. Which Star Wars actor played Howard's son Jamie in the movie? Howard was Arnold's character. Who played his son? Was it A, Oscar Isaac, B, Jake Lloyd, or C, Hayden Christensen? Think back, it's 20 years ago. 25 years ago now. Which of those actors could have played Arnold's son? The answer is B, Jake Lloyd. That's correct. Jake Lloyd, who you would know from The Phantom Menace, he played Anakin Skywalker in that movie, played Arnold's son in this movie. He played an ungrateful kid who wanted a toy for Christmas that was near impossible to get. It's kind of like trying to buy a PS5 at this point in time, but thankfully, you know, if people put in their orders for Father Christmas, you never know. Father Christmas might come up trumps, but in this movie, it was left to Arnold, and Arnold really had a lot of trouble getting a toy for his son for Christmas. He should have just asked Father Christmas. That would have been the way to go, in my opinion. We now go to question number 4. The movie Jingle All the Way focuses on which fictional toy? Is it A, the Turbomator, B, Turbo Man, or C, Turbo Matrix? The answer is B, Turbo Man. It's turbo time. I said the Turbomator. I'm just trying to think of like random like words. I thought the Terminator plate on that, and yeah, when I was doing them answers, I was just like in my brain, I'm laughing my head off. But the answer was Turbo Man. Let me know how many. Add up your scores on that one. Did you get a point for that round? Did you get 3 of the 4 questions right? Let's move on to the next round. Round 3 is over and done with. Let's move to the next round. So now we're on round number 4. And round number 4 is titled, Do You Know Your Taglines? We have done this one in the quizzes before this round. And it's one I think we introduced it in the last quiz we did, and I really enjoyed it. So it's what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a movie tagline. A tagline for a movie, like what they put on the movie poster or what they put on a DVD cover or whatnot. There's tons of different taglines out there. These are ones I found on like IMDb and a few other websites and a few of the DVDs. I'm going to give you the tagline. I'm going to give you 3 potential answers. You've got to give me the correct answer. Let's go for this. Question number 1 of round number 4. Here's the tagline. Ever wonder how 2 billion presents get delivered all in one night? Is it for the movie A, Fred Claus, B, Arthur Christmas, or C, Santa Claus the movie? Here's that tagline again. Ever wonder how 2 billion presents get delivered all in one night? Is it A, Fred Claus, B, Arthur Christmas, or C, Santa Claus the movie? Question number 2. Here is the tagline. Journey beyond your imagination. The answers are either A, The Polar Express, B, The Nightmare Before Christmas, or C, Gremlins. Let's go with question number 2. The tagline again is Journey Beyond Your Imagination. Which movie is it from? It's either A, The Polar Express, B, The Nightmare Before Christmas, or C, Gremlins. Question number 3, here is the tagline. Sometimes Christmas is about getting what you really want. And the answers are either A, A Christmas Story, B, Jingle All the Way, or C, Die Hard. That tagline again. Sometimes Christmas is about getting what you really want. Answers either A, A Christmas Story, B, Jingle All the Way, or C, Die Hard. Question number 4 is, the tagline is, All you need is love. And it's either A, The Holiday, B, It's a Wonderful Life, or C, Love Actually. I think these are all really hard. I'll be honest, I'm reading these back now. I think they're really quite hard to. If you can get 4 of these correct, I think it's quite an achievement. In all honesty, I think you are really cool as a quizzer if you get all these right. Let's go through the answers anyway. Question number 1. Here's the tagline. Ever wonder how 2 billion presents get delivered all in one night? Answers are either A, Fred Claus, B, Arthur Christmas, or C, Santa Claus the movie. The answer is B, Arthur Christmas. This is one I've never seen before, but it's one I'm going to have to check out. I think it's like an animated one. Question number 2. Tagline is, Journey Beyond Your Imagination. The answers are either A, The Polar Express, B, The Nightmare Before Christmas, or C, Gremlins. And the answer is, drumroll, A, The Polar Express. I think it was Robert Zemeckis movie, and Tom Hanks starred in this movie. I've seen a bit of it, but I remember turning it off years ago. I just couldn't really get into it. So it's one I'm going to have to, rewatch. It's one I'm interested in seeing because it looks actually like a good movie, and a lot of people have told me it's a really good movie. I just remember at the time, I just wasn't like super impressed by it. Something put me off it. I don't know why, but it is one I'm wanting to revisit. Especially, I'm going to try and revisit the movie this Christmas. Let's go now to question number 3. Question number 3, the tagline is, sometimes Christmas is about getting what you really want. The answers are either A, A Christmas Story, B, Jingle All the Way, or C, Die Hard. And the answer is A, A Christmas Story. Again, another one, I've not seen A Christmas Story, I've never seen this film. I think a lot of people say it's like an American classic, American Christmas movie. Me as a British guy, I've never seen it. It's never one that's been on telly for me as a Brit growing up, so I never got around to watching that one. But if you got it right, kudos to you. Now we're on to question number 4. The tagline is, all you need is love. And the answers are either A, The Holiday, B, It's a Wonderful Life, or C, Love Actually. The answer is C, Love Actually. And if you got 3 out of those 4 questions right, if you got a point, even if you got 4 right, you got a point as well. So congratulations, keep on adding up those scores, and let's move on to the next round. So now we're on to round number 5. Round number 5 is titled the Movie Poster Expert Round. So in this round, I'm going to show you a movie poster with the title of the movie blanked out. And then I'm going to give you 3 choices, potential answers of what the movie is. You've got to name the correct movie by looking at the poster. Let's go into it. Let's deep dive into this. So, first of all, the first one is question number 1. What poster is this movie for? So you've seen the poster now, and I'm going to give you the choices. So we got A, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, B, Christmas with Cranks, or C, Deck the Halls. Let's go for that again. Question number 1, what poster is this movie for? Is it either A, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, B, Christmas with Cranks, or C, Deck the Halls? Take a look at it, have a good think. Now let's go to question number 2. What poster is this movie for? And we got either A, Get Santa, B, Last Christmas, or C, Prancer. What poster is this movie for? It's either A, Get Santa, B, Last Christmas, or C, Prancer. Take a good look at this poster. What do you think? What's it for, this movie? Let's go now to question number 3. What poster is this movie for? And we've got, the choices are either A, Noel, B, I'll Be Home for Christmas, or C, A Christmas Prince. Those answers again. What poster is this movie for? Is it either A, Noel, B, I'll Be Home for Christmas, or C, A Christmas Prince? Take it all in and have a think. So now we're on to the final question, question number 4. What poster is this movie for? And we've got choices are either A, The Night Before, B, Fat Man, or C, Office Christmas Party. What poster is this movie for? Answers again. A, The Night Before, B, Fat Man, or C, Office Christmas Party. Right, let's go over those answers. So question number 1, what poster is this movie for? The choices were either A, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, B, Christmas with Cranks, or C, Deck the Halls. let's have the reveal. What do you think? The answer is question number 1, B, Christmas with Cranks. That is correct. You can now see the correct poster without the blanked out text over the title of the movie. Christmas with Cranks. Let's move on to question number 2. What poster is this movie for? And we got the choices of A, Get Santa, B, Last Christmas, or C, Prancer. And the answer is A, Get Santa. There we go. That was, again, one. I've never heard of this movie before, but it's got Jim Broadbent in, who I know of, and I thought let's throw it in there. It's a quite hard one. Question number 3. What poster is this movie for? We've got the choices are either A, Noel, B, I'll Be Home for Christmas, or C, A Christmas Prince. The answer is A, Noel. That is correct. The answer to this one is Noel. You can see the poster now. Again, not a film I've ever watched, but I don't know whether it would be my sort of movie. I think it sounds like it's a romantic comedy Christmas film. Probably not my sort of choice, but maybe you've watched it and you think it's a worthwhile watch. Let me know. Let me know if it is. Question number 4 of round number 5, and the question number 4 is, what poster is this movie from? What poster is this movie for, even? We got answers either A, The Night Before, B, Fat Man, or C, The Office Christmas Party. The answer is C, Office Christmas Party. I caught a bit of this film a few weeks back. It looked like quite a funny comedy Christmas movie, so maybe one worth checking out over the Christmas period if you're looking for a comedy Christmas film. But I thought that was a bit of a trick one, because I thought it had a very similar look to the film A Night Before, so I think that was a quite hard one to do. But that is round 5 over and done with. I hope you enjoyed this round. Let's move on to the next round. So now we're on to round number 6. This is another choose your answer round, and this one is a Home Alone edition. Now, this could feature a question from any of the Home Alone movies. It's not one specifically. So, 4 questions as always. You get 3 correct, you get a point for this round. If you get 4 correct, you get a point as well, but you also get a pat on the back from yourself to let you know you did a good job. Question number 1 of round 6. Let's go for this. What was the device name of Kevin's audio recorder? His audio recorder / audio player, that is correct. Question number 1. Answers are A, Walkboy, B, Talkbox, or C, Talkboy. That question again. What was the device name of Kevin's audio recorder / player? It's either A, Walkboy, B, Talkbox, or C, Talkboy. Question number 2. How many Home Alone movies has Kevin McAllister featured in? So this is the character, Kevin McAllister. How many Home Alone movies has he featured in? We have either A, 4, B, 3, or C, 2. What do you think? That's a tough one. That question again. How many Home Alone movies has Kevin McAllister featured in? Is it A, 4, B, 3, or C, 2? Question number 3. Who directed Home Alone 1 and 2? This is a movie for film buffs, if you know your directors. Who directed the movie? Was it A, Chris Columbus, B, John Hughes, or C, Steven Spielberg? Question again. Who directed Home Alone 1 and 2? Was it A, Chris Columbus, B, John Hughes, or C, Steven Spielberg? Question number 4. What year was Home Alone 3 released? Was it A, 1997, B, 1999, or C, 1995? So they are the questions of round 6. Let's go through the answers. Question number 1. What was the device name of Kevin's audio recorder / player? Had this little player in the movie where you would record stuff on and use it to listen to music. What was the name of it? We got the potential answers. We got A, Walkboy, B, Talkbox, or C, Talkboy. What do you think? The answer is C, Talkboy. That's correct. You can actually, this was invented for the movie, but they actually released it after the movie or during the movie as a merchandise thing, the Talkboy. And it was, I think it was released by Tiger Electronics. If you're into Retro Rick's channel, he's got a video where he collects a load of different versions of them. Well worth checking out if you're into stuff like this. I like stuff like that. Question number 2. How many Home Alone movies has the character Kevin McAllister featured in? And we've got A, 4, B, 3, or C, 2. What do you think? The answer is B, 3 movies. Whew, that is a tough one. I would have said 2 until doing my research. Home Alone 4, which was a direct to DVD, direct to TV film release. It was classed as a movie though. Featured the character of Kevin McAllister played by a different actor. So Macaulay Culkin didn't return in the role of Home Alone 4. It was a new kid in the role, but the character was still the same. And it is classed as a movie in the series, so Kevin McAllister is featured in 3 movies, not 2. You would think it's 2, but yeah, it is 3. And there has been 5 movies in total. Question number 3. Who directed Home Alone 1 and 2? Was it A, Chris Columbus, B, John Hughes, or C, Steven Spielberg? The answer is A, Chris Columbus. That is correct. Chris Columbus directed the first 2 movies. John Hughes was the writer, I believe, and he's been a producer on a lot of the other ones as well. Question number 4. What year was Home Alone 3 released? We've got answers either A, 1997, B, 1999, or C, 1995. The answer is A, 1997. So add up your scores. If you've got 3 out of the 4 answers correct, you get a point. And now we are going to move on to the next round. So now we're on to round number 7, and this is another round of Do You Know Your Taglines? Let's go for this. Question number 1. The tagline is, joyous entertainment for every season, any year. And the answers are either A, Home Alone, B, Elf, or C, White Christmas. That tagline again, question number 1. Joyous entertainment for every season, any year. The answers are either A, Home Alone, B, Elf, or C, White Christmas. Question number 2. Discover the friendship that launched a legend. It's either A, Deck the Halls, B, The Grinch, or C, Claus. And just another quick thing, it is The Grinch 2000. That's the one, the answer B. That's not saying it's the actual answer, that's just the one I'm referencing. That question, again, tagline is, discover the friendship that launched a legend. It's either A, Deck the Halls, B, The Grinch 2000, or C, Claus. Question number 3. The tagline is, he doesn't care if you're naughty or nice. It's either A, Bad Santa, B, Scrooged, or C, Scrooge, 1951. And let's go for that again. Tagline is, he doesn't care if you're naughty or nice. Answers are either A, Bad Santa, B, Scrooged, the Bill Murray movie, or C, Scrooge, the 1951 movie. Question number 4. He's the world's coolest dad, and he's gonna prove it. And it's either A, Jack Frost, the Jack Frost movie starring Michael Keaton, B, The Santa Claus 2, or C, Jingle Jangle. That's tagline again. He's the world's coolest dad, and he's gonna prove it. And it's either A, Jack Frost, the Michael Keaton one, B, the Santa Claus 2, or C, Jingle Jangle. Let's go for the answers. So question number 1 is joyous entertainment for every season, every year. Joyous entertainment for every season, any year. And the answers are either A, Home Alone, B, Elf, or C, White Christmas. The answer is C, White Christmas. And this is a film that Mark in the community mentioned on the Christmas episode we did a few weeks ago. He said he remembers he has memories of watching this movie. I've never seen White Christmas. Not a movie I've ever watched. I'll be honest. Apparently, that's where the song, the White Christmas song, comes from. But I've never seen this film before. It's just never been on TV. I've never got around to seeing this one, so I don't know much about it. But that is the answer to that question. Now we're on to question number 2. The tagline is discover the friendship that launched a legend. The answers are either A, Deck the Halls, B, The Grinch 2000, or C, Claus. The answer is C, Claus. A movie I have not watched it as well. I think this is like an animated movie. I've never seen it, but it's, again, I like animated movies. Well, maybe it's one worth checking out. Let me know if you've seen it. Question number 3, the tagline is, he doesn't care if you're naughty or... Pardon me. We had a burp then, nearly. Let's go for that again. He doesn't care if you're naughty or nice. And the answers are either A, Bad Santa, C, Scrooged, or C, Scrooge, the 1951 movie. And the answer is A, Bad Santa. Never seen that film. Never seen it. Question number 4. He's the world's coolest dad, and he's going to prove it. The answers are either A, Jack Frost, starring Michael Keaton, B, The Santa Claus 2, or C, Jingle Jangle. The answer is A, Jack Frost. Add up your answers, ladies and gents. Let me know if you got a point. Total up your totals so far, and now let's move into the final round. So now we are on to the final round of this Christmas movie quiz, round number 8. This round is called Christmas Hit or Box Office Flop. Here's the rules of this round. 4 questions as always, bit different though from the other rounds. So let me go through the rules. I got them written down here. So basically, I'm gonna give you a movie. I'm gonna give you the budget of the movie, how much it made, how much it cost to make the movie, and then I'm gonna give you the choice of either was it a Christmas hit or a Christmas flop, a box office flop. To deem whether it is, so basically a movie has to double its budget. Basically, this is like a known thing, and that if a movie doubles its budget in box office revenue. From box office takings, from cinema takings during its theatrical run, it is deemed a Christmas hit. So, for example, if you had a movie that was budget was 50 million and then it made 100 million, it is a box office success. It's a Christmas hit. If it cost 50 million but it only made 80 million, it is classed as a box office flop. So it at least has to double the budget it cost to make the movie in revenue on its theatrical run. And we're looking at the end of its theatrical run, how much it made in total. So let's go for it. So question number 1, hopefully pretty self-explanatory. Question number 1, Home Alone 2 was released in 1992 with a budget of $28 million. Was it a Christmas hit or was it a box office flop? That's Home Alone 2 with a budget of $28 million. Question number 2. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was released in 1989 with a budget of $25 million. Was it a Christmas hit or a box office flop? Question 2 again. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was released in 1989 with a budget of $25 million. Was it a Christmas hit or a box office flop? Question number 3. Fred Claus was released in 2007 with a budget of $100 million. Was it a Christmas hit? Or was it a box office flop? That is Fred Claus released in 2007 with a budget of $100 million. Was it a Christmas hit? Or a box office flop? That sounds weird. It's a funny word, flop, isn't it? Question number 4. Bad Santa released in 2003 with a budget of $23 million. Was it a Christmas hit or was it a box office flop? Question again. Question number 4. Bad Santa released in 2003 with a budget of $23 million. Was it a Christmas hit or was it a box office flop? Let's go through those answers of the final round. So, Home Alone 2 with a budget of $28 million. Question number 1. Did it double its budget of $28 million? What do you think? I can tell you it did double its budget. It was a Christmas hit and it made on its theatrical run $359 million. So it was a Christmas hit. Question number 2. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, released in 1989 with a budget of $25 million. Was it a Christmas hit or a box office flop? I can tell you it was a Christmas hit. It was made $25 million. It made $73.3 million at the box office. So double its budget. It was deemed a Christmas hit. Question number 3. Fred Claus 2007 release with a budget of $100 million. Was it a Christmas hit or a box office flop? This movie is a box office flop, this one. Box office flop, it only made $97.8 million. So, $97.8 million, it didn't even make its budget. It needed to at least make $200 million to be deemed a Christmas hit. That was a really impossible mark. That's like numbers of that's like a high blockbuster budget movie. I'm surprised it got $100 million. That is crazy. Well, yeah, box office flop was Fred Claus. Now let's move on to question 4. Final answer of the whole quiz. Bad Santa released in 2003 with a budget of $23 million. Was it a Christmas hit or a box office flop? Bad Santa was a Christmas hit. It was a Christmas hit. I was a bit unsure, but yeah, Christmas hit. $23 million budget. It made $76.5 million at the box office theatrical at the end of its run. $76 million. $76.5 million, sorry. I'm very surprised by that, but it was a Christmas hit. Add up your answers of round number 8. Find out, let me know all your scores, add them all up, and let's go to the final segment of this Christmas movie quiz. Just a little roundup of this whole quiz. So that is the quiz over for Christmas 2021, the Christmas movie quiz. I hope, first of all, that you've enjoyed yourselves. Thank you very much if you stayed along for the whole quiz. Thank you very much for getting involved with this quiz. First of all, let me know, add up all your scores. Let me know all your scores in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the quiz, how you'd like to see the quiz improved in future quizzes. This was really fun, but I really enjoyed it. Let me know your answers, your honest answers, and maybe let me know what you think was the hardest question, maybe or a few of the hardest questions you found in this quiz. Or maybe you think it was too easy. Let me know if you want it to be harder next time. If you feel like I need to get someone else on board to help me get harder questions for future quizzes. But it has been awesome. I wanted to say big thank you, as always, for watching the content on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and check out the rest of the movie-related content as well. Let me know all your thoughts on this video today. Thank you for getting involved. Thank you, and I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all have a great Christmas and a great New Year, whatever you're doing on Christmas Day, on the 25th of December, if you're celebrating Christmas or if you're just celebrating the 25th of December. I just want to wish you all well and best of luck in the new year ahead. I will be back in 2022 with some more content, more movie-related content, but thank you for enjoying me, for joining me. that sounded really vain. For enjoying me. It meant to come out as joining me. Thank you for joining me for this Christmas movie quiz, this pay-per-view event on the channel. It's been great fun. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.